We are going through exercise 6H, and in this video we'll be answering question 1c, which says a cubic function has the rule of the form y equals ax cubed plus bx. The points 116 and 240 are on the graph of the function. Find the values of a and b. So in order to answer this question, what we're going to have to do is sub in these points into this rule right here. So if we were to write out explicitly what we're doing here, we would say the following. We would say sub this point and this point into this to find a and b. So let's now do that. So we're going to begin by subbing in 116. So that means I'm going to put 16 here, and then I'm going to get a, and then every time I see x, I'm going to put 1 in. So 1 cubed plus b 1. Then let's just tidy this up. This is going to be 16a plus b. Now that is the ugliest a I've ever seen. I need to fix that. 16a plus b. Very nice. Now, we're going to obviously have to do this again. So let's now sub in 240. So that means I'm going to put 40 into the y spot. And then every time I see x, I'll put 2 in there. So it's going to be a 2 cubed plus b2. If we were now to tidy that up, we're going to get 40 equals 2 cubed is 8, a plus 2b. Now, before we go on, we can simplify this. We can divide both sides by 2. So I can divide this by 2, and I can divide this whole side by 2 as well. So let's do that now, because it's going to make it far easier for us in the long term. So 40 divided by 2 is going to be 20. And then on this side, it's going to be 4a plus b. Now, we are now in the position where we have two equations. We have an equation here, and let's call this 1. And we have an equation over here. Let's call this 2. So what are we going to do with these? Well, you'd be right if you said solve the simultaneous equations by either substitution or elimination. So let's now do that. So I'm actually going to copy and paste these through the power of technology. Put this here, and I'm going to put this down here. Perfect. So they're there now. So what are we going to do? So we have some simultaneous equations. We can either solve them by substitution or elimination. I think I'm going to do a mixture of both. So the first thing that I'm going to do is use elimination. And if we were to do that, I could simply say take 2 and subtract 1 from it. And when we do that, what we're going to end up with is 20 minus 16, which is going to be 4, equals 4a minus a is 3a. And then b minus b, the b's go away. And that's why we've done that. We've eliminated them or subtracted them from one another so that we would be in a position where we only have one variable left. And now all I need to do is divide both sides by 3. So that means what I'm going to end up with is the following. A is going to be equal to 4 over 3. Perfect. We are nearly there. This is quite a long question, but bear with me. Okay. The next thing that we need to do is find b. Now, what's the best way to do that? Well, I believe the best way to do that is to sub a into 1 here. So I'm actually going to write that out. Let me grab my... So now I'm going to sub a equals 4 over 3 into 1. Now you could sub it into 2, but it's just going to make it needlessly hard for you. You always want to be looking for the path of least resistance, and that's definitely what we're doing here. So let's now do that. I'm going to go, all right, 16 equals 4 over 3 plus b. I then am going to subtract 4 over 3 from both sides, and I'm going to end up with 16 minus 4 over 3 equals b. I now need to solve this. How am I going to do that? Well, this is actually where we're going to have to do some maths. So the first thing I would do is, all right, I need to get common denominators. So that means I'm going to have to times this by 3 and this by 3. And then I'll grab my pen. So now I'm going to get, on the bottom, it's going to have 3 minus 4 equals b. This is where I imagine most people will make the mistake. 16 times 3, but let's just take it slowly. 3 times 10 is 30, and 6 times 3 is 18. So that means I'm going to end up with 48. Look at that. So if you ever are in the situation and you feel a bit freaked out by that, just take it really slowly. Do not make a mistake there. Okay, let's keep on going now. 48 minus 4 is going to be 44. 44 over 3. So that is going to be B. And just like that, we have answered this question. Hopefully this video was helpful to you. As you can see, we have A equals 4 over 3, and we have B equals 44 over 3. So not pretty numbers at all, but overall, I hope this video was helpful to you. I'll see you in the next one.